In this video, I'm going to talk about a lot of misconception in reading the IPA in dictionary. Firstly, a lot of people think that this is the wrong way of writing E as in seat, and this is the right way. The difference is pretty simple. In these two versions, this is the American version, this is mostly British version. You often see this in British dictionary. So there are two ways of writing the word. For example, seat, you can write it like seat, or you can write it like seat. They are both correct. This E implies that the E is a long E. This traces back to the long history, long time ago, British people actually pronounce the E sound longer, but now no more. The difference between E in seat and I in sit is the quality of the sound rather than the length of the sound. The second misconception is the A and the O. The same thing, the A is the American sound and the O is the British sound. So for the same word, hot, you can see that when I pronounce it the American way, it sounds like hot, hot. But when I pronounce it like the British way, it sounds like hot, hot. I'm feeling hot and I'm feeling hot. So the difference between the two versions of sounds results in the two different pronunciation. Some dictionaries simply mix them up. So they can use either this or this, but this is the American sound, where you drop your jaw, and this is the British sound, when you kind of have a round shape at the mouth, like hot, I'm hot. The third one is the all sound. Like in most dictionary, you can see that the all sound is transcribed in this way. It's like in law, for example. In the word law, you can see law, but because it is kind of hard to transcribe to type, and in some dictionary, we simply replace this all sound with this all sound. It can create confusion, so the law can be written with this all sound, or this is all sound. They're all the same pronunciation. The next one, in some dictionaries, this all sound represent O. It can be really confusing, right? This all can be like this all, or this all can be O. So when you read a dictionary, you have to kind of decide, read and understand, okay, what does this sound represent? This sound represent all, or this sound represent O. Okay, so if you say O, most of the time people will transcribe it as go. Okay. Go. Or O. This is also O. You can say go. Just a different way of transcribing them. There's a difference between the mouth position and this O. It moves from the schwa sound like O. And this sound like O, you kind of have the round shape of O and then move O. So go and go. There's a little bit difference, but basically they're the same O sound, and they can be transcribed this way. The next transcription that can create confusion is the E and the S sound. Just like this O and O sound, this S sound, as in get, is kind of difficult to type. So a lot of time people are kind of lazy. They just, okay, the best way to transcribe the word just get is just like g and e, and it's easy. So it's get. But some dictionary, they transcribe this symbol is pronounced a instead of e. So in some dictionary, you can see that instead of saying day like this, they simply transcribe it as day. Okay, so those are a few things that can confuse people when you read the dictionary and see the different transcription. My advice is that if you're using an online dictionary, the best method is to click on the microphone and listen and see what sound they're pronouncing and kind of try to imitate that. So you know, okay, this is this sound and that is that sound. And the other way, if you're using a traditional dictionary, you kind of look at what the sound represent and don't assume that, okay, this sound is like this, because as you can see, this sound can be either O or O, and this one, this signal can be either E or A. It can be really confusing sometimes. Thanks for watching. Bye.